So, as the title implies, I'll quickly be showing you how to easily copy videos and photos over off of an from an iPhone to usually a Windows computer, because if you have a MacBook, you may as well just use AirDrop, and also an Ubuntu computer. Essentially anything that can create a network share, which is really sort of the bread and butter of this. So, all you really need is a computer that can create a network. Be able to create one for both Mac, Windows, Linux, most distributions, pretty much all of them. And once you've created that share, then from your iPhone, you'll want to go to the Files application. It's got a little blue icon on it, and you'll want to click the little ellipsis on the top right hand corner, and you'll click Connect to Server, and you'll type in SMB // Now, either you can choose your IP address or you can use your server's name. The benefits of the IP address is it has a tendency to be more reliable, but if your computer power is down, then unfortunately there's a chance that your IP address will get reset and changed to a new one, refreshed essentially, and then your connection will no longer be active. You'll have to change the IP address or reconnect to the new one or something like that, but the name of the server, which is essentially the name of the computer, that never changes. Pretty much never changes unless you change it manually. So you can go with one of those. If you do use the server name, you'll usually have to put .local afterwards, and then / and then the file path. Authentication is usually just the name of the user and the password that you use to log into the machine. It really should be authenticated. Windows, or at least password protected. Windows password protects by default, and they use that system where it's the name of your user and the password you use to log in as the authentication details for that network share. So once you've connected and you've authenticated, what you want to do next is go on over to the Photos application and select your photos and videos and select Copy. Or at least you'll want to click the little select button, and you want to click the little Share button on the bottom left hand corner. It's a little box with an arrow going out of it. And you'll want to click Copy. Unfortunately, clicking Save to Files will save it as a proprietary format, and you won't have the best of luck with all machines. Maybe if you do it that way with a Mac computer, then it wouldn't be a problem, but it's easiest to just click Copy and then go back to Files, and you should still be in your in the server that you connected to, but if you're not, you can just click on it. You can see I tried multiple different ones. I've got a regular one, a .local one, and then the one using the IP address. I find the .local one was a little bit better. As you can see, it was a little faster, and that's been my experience. The IP address is usually a little slower. So now, if I go over here to my computer, you can see I am in my phone directory, which is where I saved it, and it is a JPEG. There are those 3 tiles. And you can see I also used so as you can see, it copies over quite seamlessly. This is Ubuntu. Actually, it's an Ubuntu virtual machine, and the share is hosted by an Unraid server. So you can see that standard shares can be, or at least standard share protocols like SMB are very powerful, because even Apple grants you generously bestows access upon the plebs to be able to do such luxuries as this. Yeah, and as you can see, I also use .local for connecting to this share on my computer. If you want, or at least if there's support, I might do a video on the exact same process for Android. I might do one anyway, just for succinctness, and to wrap the entire project up as a whole. So, but the process is more one-to-one. You just use your standard Files app, connect to a share, copy the files over. It's not terribly difficult. One thing that you might definitely want to stay tuned for if you're an iPhone user is the Shortcuts application. I have a little script that will automatically copy all photos and videos on the iPhone of your choosing. I use mine, and save them in that share for you. What's nice about the shortcuts is if something happens to your share and it fails to copy over, you'll get a little notification saying that the automation failed to complete. So definitely stay tuned for that. I have all sorts of automation scripts that I want to do videos on. I have another one about getting files from your computer that you want regular copies of on your phone, including